So this is a Fox News alert. Check it out. Chilling new video from former President Trump's rally in Butler, PA. Appears to show the shooter walking through the crowd less than 2 hours before the attempt on Trump's life. CB Cotton is here with more now. She was in Butler for several weeks and joins us in New York. And CB, what have you found out about this?
Hi, Bill. Well, this eerie video is the latest in a trove of evidence showing Thomas Crooks in the rally area ahead of the assassination attempt. In this short clip, you can see him wandering by himself through vendor stands at the Butler Farm Show. This less than 2 hours before he opened fire at the former president on July 13th. When the video is slowed down, Crooks' gaze appears to move from straight ahead to a nearby merchandise stand. And this was taken at 4:26 p.m. It's now the earliest known recording of the would-be assassin. And the business owner who captured it said he didn't even realize he had done so until a week after the shooting, telling the Daily Mail he has given this video to the FBI for analysis. This was taken at the same time a local counter sniper texted his counterparts, alerting them about Crooks. The Secret Service tells Fox it's reviewing this video and others from that day. Other text messages and body camera video outline the efforts made by local law enforcement to track down Crooks after he was first spotted as suspicious. But we know, of course, that Secret Service Acting Director Ronald Rowe testified last month critical radio communications about the gunman were unfortunately siloed in state and local channels, never making it to the agents directly protecting Trump. Now, a bipartisan congressional task force investigating the assassination attempt is expected to return to the shooting site next week, as we've got this brand new video. Back to you.
Could be more. You never know. So many people, so many cameras in everybody's pocket. Thank you, CB Cotton, for that. Dana.
Let's bring in Rich Staropoli. He's a former Secret Service agent with the Presidential Protective Division, and it's great to have you here. Just so everyone can remember, I want to show you the timeline for everybody to see. And what you see there, and it starts, 11 a.m. when Crooks left his home and goes on. But as we pan across, the ones that are in red are the moments where he was visible. And you have to wonder, sir, how do you think they missed it?
Well, of course he's visible, right? Every Secret Service agent is a student of potential assassins and of assassination attempts. It is ridiculous not to think about sending people to these events well in advance of the actual event kicking off for this specific reason. People that are out there to do bad things to protect these of the Secret Service don't just roll out of bed in the morning and show up. They go through a whole pre-planning process, which is why there's plenty of video of this guy walking around hours before the event actually kicks off, right? Had the Secret Service had people in the crowd just walking around, they probably would have noticed this guy and probably should have intercepted this guy and engaged him in some sort of conversation well before the event, the shooting, actually happened.
Rich, ProPublica has a report on U.S. Secret Service failures, saying that the weaknesses that led to the assassination attempt were not unique to the July rally. The reporting found the steps taken in the days leading up to the Butler rally largely mirrored the process the Secret Service has used for years to collaborate with local law enforcement, a process that the shooting revealed to be susceptible to attack. Do you think that's right?
It is right. But, the problem isn't with the process and the problem isn't with the procedures. The problem is with the people and the leadership and the lack of foresight. The Secret Service has become permeated with senior leadership and management that is more concerned about padding their resume for their next job than it is about doing the job. I mean, Dana, you've seen it. When you were in the White House, Air Force One would take off and go on a foreign trip. And all of a sudden, you've got all these supervisors who no one's ever seen before from headquarters come out of the woodwork, and they're going along on this trip. What are all these people doing, right? The East Coast is filled with Secret Service offices. Between Butler, PA, and Maine, there's got to be 50 Secret Service offices. You're telling me the Secret Service didn't have the manpower to send out to a Trump rally, given the level of social media presence that he has and 15,000 people? Where were all the Secret Service assets?
Rich, we'll wrap it up with this. I'll just set this up and let you have the final word. We're here at another convention, and there's a lot of Secret Service officers around here, both uniform and not. And They are hardworking people, professionals, and I think about the morale of the men and women on the ground who are doing the work. As you said, that maybe there is a leadership problem. That is a possibility. But the rank and file, they are really good at what they do.
The rank and file are incredibly good at what they do. But when you want to talk about a morale problem, I think nothing speaks more volumes about the morale problem than this statistic. The New York field office, the premier flagship office in the Secret Service, at one point had almost 250 agents. As of recently as a week ago, they're down to about 87. Wow. That speaks volumes about the morale issues at the U.S. Secret Service.
Rich, thank you for coming on today. And as we get more developments from this investigation, we'll bring you back. Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.